Welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Now, cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease have sharply increased this year, with more than 37,000 infections recorded so far, a surge that has prompted some schools to suspend on-site classes. Now, many parents are now asking how serious is this outbreak and what can be done to protect children. To help us understand this better, we're joined via Zoom by Dr. Rolando Cruz, Chief of the Quezon City Epidemiology and Surveillance Division. Magandang umaga, Dr. Cruz. Welcome to Beautiful Day.
So, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat at sa mga nanonood sa atin.
Doc, before we talk about what hand, foot, and mouth disease is and of course what we can do to prevent it, kamusta naman yung situation over in Quezon City in terms of number of cases and of course may mga schools ba na suspend yung mga on-site classes?
So, from January to August 22, no, just last Friday, so we received around 528 cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease. No, this is more than 600% increase compared to the same period last year. And fortunately, na wala tayong nare-receive na case fatality. No? So, so far in the last several years, wala namang namamatay on hand, foot, and mouth disease. So that's good. So unfortunately, it spreads sa what you have mentioned earlier. It spreads sa schools, sa community, because ang hand, foot, and mouth disease is a very infectious disease.
Doc, paano nagsimula yung surge na to? At ano mga factors driving yung rapid increase niya? Na-mention niyo po more 600% compared to this time last year.
Usually nakikita natin ang peak ng mga ng mga hand, foot, and mouth disease during opening of classes, during vacation, during yung mga long vacations natin, ano? Kasi nagkakaroon ng interaction yung mga bata. So kaya doon natin siya nakakita. So this time, because siguro ang tagal nating walang naging na biglang pumasok, bumalik sa school yung mga bata after a long suspension ng classes. And then they're now interacting again. Unfortunately, may mga pumapasok na may mga symptoms ng hand, foot, and mouth disease, so nagkakaroon ng transmission within the classroom.
Hindi naman overburden po yung public health system ng Quezon City po, considering that hindi lang hand, foot, and mouth disease is the only disease you're dealing with. You're also dealing with dengue and of course leptospirosis.
So, of course, this is not a unique experience during this time, no? Nakikita na natin yan historically. So, ang ginagawa natin dyan, we are preparing for that. So, itong hand, foot, and mouth disease, we are seeing tatlong peak every year, no? During the start of the year, in January, February, no? And then, ito nga, the season ng tag-ulan, and then dun sa early bago mag December, no? So yung cold season natin. So napapaghandaan na po 'yan, no? We are actually experiencing this every year so that we are able to prepare yung mga dapat nating gawin. So important ang health education sa community, sa school. Kasi yun nga, this can easily be transmitted among children, no? So, for example, sa isang household, pag may isang bata dyan na nagkaroon ng HFMD, halos lahat ng bata doon mahahawa na.
Bakit po yung mga young children, particularly yung demographic na 1 to 3 years old ang pinaka-apektado?
So tama po yun. So 1 to 3 years old ang pinaka-apektado, and then slightly higher ang mga lalaki, no? So this is because hindi pa nila alam paano nila protektahan yung sarili nila, no? So for example, HFMD is transmitted through respiratory droplet, no? And then of yung saliva, no? Pagka yun ay nahawakan or tapos na ilagay din sa bibig ng isang kapwa niya bata, ay mahawa na ito, no, ng HFMD. Dun through fomites, no, yung yung mga laruan ng mga bata, no, sa mga playpen, no, doon sa mga ah, within the household and even within yung mga sa department stores natin, yung mga playpens diyan ng mga bata na pagka may nakapasok diyan na isang bata na may symptoms ng hand, foot, and mouth disease, other children can get it, no, by kasi they play on the common toys, no? So
Yeah.
importante yung dapat na di-disinfect itong mga ito.
Mhm. Doc, wala pang approved HFMD vaccine dito sa Pilipinas. So, if you're a parent, ano yung mga pwede mong gawin prevent your child from getting hand, foot, and mouth disease?
Okay. So doon muna sa mga may simptomas, no? So
Mhm.
pagka may simptomas ang inyong anak, immediately dapat hindi niyo na ito pinapapasok o ina-isolate niyo siya dapat siya doon sa mga kapatid niya or within the household, no? Yung importance yung hand washing, no? Important yung preventing yung transmission to other children. So dapat wag papapasukin. So kung ang isang ah, na-expose naman, kung ikaw ay may anak na na-expose doon sa isang may HFMD, so wag magpapanik, no? Don't panic, no? So observe for symptoms, no? And then this will include yung nilalagnat, and then nagkakaroon ng mouth sores, no? Sa loob tsaka around the mouth, and then dun sa kamay tsaka dun sa paa. And then consult your health center immediately pagka nangyari ito.
Mhm. Ano yung mga early signs, early symptoms? Because I'm sure parents are not only just watching out for hand, foot, and mouth disease. They're also looking out for other illnesses like chickenpox, measles. How do you differentiate?
So this starts with fever, no? So and then immediately magkakaroon yan around 2 to 3 days, magkakaroon na yan ng mga sores sa loob ng bibig. So, then we'll start with around the mouth. And then we will include dun sa hands and foot, no? Kaya nga tinawag natin hand, foot, and mouth. This is yung kaibahan nun, no? In other diseases with rashes, usually wala sa kamay, no? Tsaka sa sole ng paa.
Mhm.
So, uh, it is almost pathognomonic if merong sores or rashes sa kamay, and then sa paa, it's almost saying it's already HFFMD. So, important yun to make sure that the child is isolated immediately so that children within the household are also will be protected.
Mhm. Doc, when of course you mentioned that kapag may signs of hand, foot, and mouth disease na you go to a health center. Are hospitals in Quezon City in particular, or health centers in Quezon City, at strain to HFMD admissions considering na medyo tumataas na yung mga cases? Or can these cases actually be managed at home kapag na-identify na po?
So once identified, this can be managed at home, no? Na binibigyan lang sila ng mga instructions on how to manage yung pain kasi this is usually painful sa children, no? So it's difficult. They're going to be a difficult in eating kasi because of the sores around the mouth or inside the mouth, no? So that's kind of painful. So yun lang yung binibigay. So usually it does not require hospitalization, no?
Yeah.
So it's just that it is some quite a long time to recover, no? So that's around 2 to 3 weeks or sometimes more than a month bago mawala yung mga symptoms ng bata.
Nasabi niyo po kanina that we expect around 3 peaks for HFMD in a year. Sa cycle na to, do we expect the peak to happen soon or are we still far from yung height of this particular outbreak?
For this year, we are on the second peak, no? So we are on the peak, the downward trend of the peak, no? So and then we're going to experience this early November to seeing increase already of cases,
Mhm.
and then until December, end of December, we start to go down already.
Mhm. And of course, syempre, if we're saying that by November we're expecting another peak. What can we say to the parents, to teachers, and communities trying to prevent this from climbing again, or at least to this particular heights when it
So
comes
we
to
don't,
HFMD?
yes, we don't wait for the peak to happen. No? So we are always saying that if children are sick, please don't let them go to school, no? Especially if they have symptoms of HFMD. So in order to avoid spreading it in the classroom, no?
Mhm.
So it is a regular thing already in the school, no? So we don't wait when the cases are high, then we only insist, and it's a time to institute this measure. So she should be an all around, all year around thing.
He is the Chief of Quezon City Epidemiology and Surveillance Division, Dr. Orlando Cruz. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and guidance on this HFMD outbreak. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.